Hola, hola, familia de Facebook. Feliz martes. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And welcome to Manny's Paper Fun. Bienvenidos. Good afternoon to you all. Beautiful day outside in Texas. Beautiful day. Spring weather. Spring is here. And so are the allergies. But it's been a busy day. So remember, just like always, share this live video to your friends and family. Helps us grow each and every single day. So do that for me when you guys hop on. And say hola. We're going to be, where's my group? We're going to be creating, hola Nora, first one on my screen today. Hola, how are you? Miss Christine, how are you? We're going to be making a cross out of the paper rolls. Hola, Miss Pam, how are you? Dale, hola, Miss Natalie, hola. What are we doing? Paper roll. Paper roll. Hola, Miss Deborah, how are you? Miss Madeline, how are you? Paper roll. There we go. Awesome. How are you? Well, hello there, Karen Miller. Hola. And Miss Sharon, how are you? Amanda, how are you? Hola, Ana. How are you enjoying the weather today, Miss Sharon? It is beautiful outside. It's beautiful out there. All right, here we go. So you guys remember the oval project from Sunday. Thank you for sharing, Amanda. Remember the oval project from Sunday, the very, very last one that had the cross, and it was like a beige color, but then it had like the inside with like a beautiful blue color sky. So we're gonna recreate that one in a different color scheme, obviously. But right now we are going to make our cross. That's what we're doing, Miss Donna. How are you? Miss Marilyn, how are you? So this one's not gonna be like the much of a thicker cross. The only thing I did to it, I just pretty much cut it in half, not cut it in half, but cut one part of it, and I kind of just did this to it. You see that? Kind of just cut it like this, and you kind of want to make it a little bit smaller. That way it's not too bulky when it's time to put the craft sticks on it, and then put it into the actual plate, the plastic plate, because it's going to be very bulky of a cross. You don't want a bulky cross. So that's pretty much what I did to this. I cut a slit on it, and then we did this. We're going to be doing the same thing to the sides of your cross. All right, so I already did one of them, so that's how it's going to look. Well, we're going to do the other one. Now, what I did to kind of make them look the exact same thing, I kind of marked it. Do you see how I marked it right here? So that way when you cut it and it's time to put it back together, then you kind of already have that ready, and then you just apply the glue and boom, you glue it just like that. Miss Christine, hola. I went and spray painted my tray. And I want that tray to look a little bit of a very, very soft pink. Obviously, it's going to have the gold trim on it, it's going to be just like the one from last week, but in a different color scheme. And I'm also thinking of, I need to get going, so that way we can try to do that project tonight. It's going to take time. Well, hello there, Miss Susan Park, and then we're going to cut this right here, okay? What I also did to it, I kind of just cut a little piece of it. You see how they're shorter? So I pretty much just cut a little piece of it. That way the arms of the cross are not too long. So you're going to just snip this off, and then to the other arm, you're going to do the same thing, just like that. Capiche? Capiche? All right. Man, oh man. All right, here we go. Oh, busy day. I told you it's gonna be crazy videos for a couple of weeks. They're gonna be crazy, so I'm going to be at random times. So just be prepared. There you have it. There you have it. So now we're gonna make that slit. So it's easier when you do one of them, and then you kind of just put it together, and then you just cut it. Miss Lewis, how are you? And then you just pretty much just trace not trace it, but you can trace it if you want it to be perfect, just the same one. Well, hello there, honeybee. My day is going great. How is your day going? It's going really good because we have beautiful weather. See that? We're going to just cut that off now. We have beautiful weather, and then we've been working on the yard, and I've just been enjoying it. I never get to enjoy the house. I really don't, because I'm always here. And we've been doing the yard, and we've been spending a little bit more time outside. You know, Manny's out there activating the allergies, but it's always a good time when we go outside and kind of just be normal. I've been sharing your DIY. Thank you, Anna. I spray painted an old galvanized tub I got from when I worked at somewhere, and then comment went up. I did just make a reel with my little lantern. Look at my little lantern. You guys got to share that reel that I just did. I made myself a little lantern. The stained glass lantern right here. Oh my God, look at this. You gotta turn the lights off, you know that, right? You had beautiful weather too. You gotta turn these lights off. This is the lantern that I just made a reel, and you know how Facebook doesn't put stuff out there, so I'm telling you guys right now so you guys can kind of go and take a look at the reel, okay? So this is from the Dollar Tree plastic. Make sure you guys are sharing the video. Help me get those numbers past 35 because we get stuck there. So I just made a reel, and this is the Dollar Tree gardening fencing. And this is the second version of it. Oh, look at that. This one did not have no paint included besides the base of it because the plastic fencing was already black. So all we really did to it was just trace the stained glass film on it, glued it to each of the panels, and then pretty much the same steps from the original lantern. Hey, hola, Ray, how are you? Thank you. And then the bottom is just that little wooden base with the little beads, and then you got yourself a little lantern. Look how fun that is. Very fun and very creative. So I did that today, just before I hopped on. So I did make a blog for it already. So like I said, it's the same steps as how I did the original one. Okay, the way that I did the original one, it's the same way. The only thing that's different, it's just the paint that you're putting on it. Everything else will remain the same. I did put that big chunky candle inside. I did not like it. It did not have the same glowy effect. So we scrapped that one and we put it away, and I just stuck some fairy lights in there. Hola Marta. I know, I like it. It looks really good. It looks really good, you know? And it's just another way for you to use stuff that you may find at the Dollar Tree and you're like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with that, you know? The film is nice. It's from Amazon, Amanda. On my blog, I put it underneath the comments of the little video. There is a pink button that says Amazon stained glass film. That button will take you right to the Amazon. Hola, esta Jonah. How are you? Today is my my mom's heavenly birthday. I miss her so much. Yes, she is watching you, Amanda. I mean, esta Michelle. She's always with you. She's always with you. Always remember that. All right, we're gonna just take these and glue them in here now. Just like that. Always remember that. They're always with you. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. That way I can kind of just get it stuck to the actual piece. And then we'll just put a little bit of hot glue in just a minute, okay? Just like that. And then this is another great project to recycle. Oh, Manny. It's fine. That's fine. I'll take care of this later. That's just a little bit of cardboard that we'll put on here to cover the sides, okay? So we'll have that here. Make sure it's straight though. Can't just glue it in here. Make sure that it's straight. And then we'll glue the other one in just a minute. And we'll be well on our way. But the glass, the film, Amanda, if you look for it, there is a lot of that film. I mean, it's not just the one that I got. I personally like that one for what I was using it, but there's more film in there. It's like there's like floral patterns in there as well, and I may even order myself a floral pattern because since I'm doing that little since I really want to do like that little trash to treasure thing. I just found a thing outside yesterday when we were cleaning the yard, and I was like, oh my God, this is perfect for what I wanted, for what I want to do. And I was like, this is perfect for it. So I may even use that, the stained glass film, not this one, but a whole different one, okay? A different film. You see how it just looks normal now? If I wouldn't have cut these extra 2 little pieces over here, it would have looked a little bit longer. It would have looked a little bit awkward. You see that? But if you take that little piece out, then it's there. Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed at the bottom of the screen there is a comment pinned. It's just gonna stay there. It says live auctions on Saturday. But if you actually click on that comment, you will also find all of my links, like Amazon, the Instagram, the YouTube, the link. That's what it's a link tree link. If you click that link, it has everything that I have as link wise. The Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, everything is there. So if you ever like, Manny, I don't know how to get to the Amazon must-haves, then it's there as well. It's there. And everything is in one place. That way, I don't have to stop or whatever. And everything, all of the links is there. It's called a link tree. You're welcome, Amanda. It's called a link tree, okay? So it's just pinned there for you. And then the live auctions every Saturday is just a reminder for everybody. Friction got free yesterday. I'm back on track. Oh, very good. You're back on track. That's good news. See what I'm doing now? I'm using glue to pretty much just make sure that everything is just glued. Well, hello there, Miss Pat. Buenas tardes. How are you? Good afternoon. Hola, hola. All right, so this right here has to be one of my favorite projects to do because, you're taking something that goes into the trash. You know that, right? You throw it in the trash, but here we're giving it another look. I need to put it into a block. I don't have this on the block, but it needs to be in there. That way it's there for many, many years. Hola, Cindy. ¿Cómo estás? All right, so now we're going to use like the smaller craft sticks, okay? We're going to use the smaller craft sticks that we normally don't use. So as you can see, I just hopped on after I did that little video. And here we are. We're going to sit here and cut a couple of these popsicle sticks, craft sticks, whatever you call it. But it's all going to be good. And we're going to have fun, okay? And then I hope that I'm able to finish the whole project tonight because I still got to make flowers. We have to have our flowers. We have to make flowers, and that always takes me a long time. To do, All right, so here we go. These little craft sticks, I want to say these are from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, they came in a bag, so I don't know where they came from, but I want to say they're Dollar Tree little craft sticks, okay? I want to say they're Dollar Tree craft sticks. Not sure where they came from, but we're going to say they are from there. Well, there you go. Thank you, Miss Pat. See, Miss Pat's putting that link tree. So that link tree has Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, the my Walmart storefront. It has the Totally Dazzled affiliate link. It's got the what else? The website. The website's the very first one, the first link. It also has the Totally Dazzled, the Amazon must-haves. It has all of the links. So if you ever have any questions as to where can I get this, I'm going to be like, in the link tree is there, okay? Well, hello there, Miss Janet. Hola, hola. Miss Janet's like, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Hola, Rosa. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Rosa, did you have beautiful weather today? I know even though we're in Texas, we don't all get the same weather. You all know that, right? We don't get the same weather. We just don't. But I have a feeling that you probably do have the same weather we do. Right? So all we're really cutting is just like the little end of the little popsicle stick. See that? That's all we're cutting. That's all we're cutting. Buenas tardes. Hola, Nara. So that is what we are doing. I was outside a minute ago. I cleaned here from yesterday's little surprise in the Happy Mail video. And I organized everything, and then I was out there gathering trash and putting it in there. Driving home finally. Oh, I know, right? It's finally time to go home. And I was out there throwing trash, making sure everything looked nice. I ordered some sandals from Amazon, and I ordered some shorts, some like casual shorts, and I ordered them despite you have beautiful weather. We have a nice weather here in LA. Very good. I ordered casual shorts despite the bad reviews that it had, and they fit perfect on me. On me. I'm not talking about all those people that went and posted their negative reviews. I think it fits really good on me. And my sandals are awesome. I love my sandals. I don't have sandals. I lost them in the moving. And I got me some sandals for like $21, I believe. And they're pretty. Not like pretty girly pretty, but they're nice, you know? They're very nice. Very nice. So, all right, let's see. I'm happy with what I bought. Because I don't buy stuff from me. I really don't. All right, so that's perfect. Okay? Let's go ahead and just play it by ear and see how far we're going to get with this. I don't buy stuff from me at all unless I need it. And I needed my shorts. So look how I'm doing it. You see how like I decided that this will be my front. So I always try to get the first popsicle or craft stick very, very centered and straight. You see that? And then we just work off of that. You know, if we have like little gaps in between, then at least the front looks really nice. Okay. So just like that. This is the coolest project ever that I could have ever come up with. Besides the carrot butterflies and the bumblebees. There's people stealing my idea and claiming it as theirs. Did you all know that? There's people claiming my butterflies and my bumblebees. And I was like, how can you do that? How can you take my idea and claim it as yours? I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I'm sore. Like my arms, they're sore. My arms are sore. Like all this is sore. Ugh. I need a massage. Everything is sore, and like my back over here is sore because we were like pulling weeds and like all that fun stuff. Oh, fun. No, I'm not that sore anymore. But I was sore. But I'm not that sore anymore. You take a little break from dinner. What are you cooking, Tommy? And then yesterday we pretty much just put all of the trash into bags. So we have a clean yard. Okay. You know what? This project, you don't really, if you really just wanted like the front of it, all you have to do is kind of like cut the paper roll in half, and then just work off the front. And the same thing with these, you would just cut it in half. So that way you don't have to have like the entire thing. You would only have like half of it. And then you put those little, either the round beads or the little squared blocks. And then you would just use that to place it onto whatever surface that you're using. Instead of like doing the entire cross. I should have done that, but let's see, is it too late? This is what I mean. No, I could. I wouldn't. I wouldn't mess this one up, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Did that make sense? Did that explanation make sense? I was this close to cutting that in half, but my gut feeling said, do not cut that paper roll, Manuel. Don't cut it. I still could cut it though, but I won't do it. Hola, Lolita. Hola, hola. We were talking about flowers yesterday when we were trying to clean up the yard, and because we were trying to decide what type of flowers we wanted. And I was like, obviously, I want roses. I want roses. Are you guys planting anything? And if you guys are planting, what is your favorite flower that you would say, okay, I need to go get some of those so that I can plant it? What is your favorite flower? You know what? This actually is looking pretty cool. And I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the back, because you see that once you place it there, you can't see the back of it anymore. This worked perfect. So we're not going to do that, okay? We're going to just work on the front. You can definitely do the entire back. If you don't have a back surface where you're going to put it, then I would just do the entire thing. But for my project, this is going to work. If I don't do the back, it'll be perfect. Hola, hola, Miss Karen. How are you? What is your favorite flower that you would be like, okay, I am going to plant that flower, that rose or whatever? Or you guys are just like me? Whatever it is that you want to plant. All right, so look, I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. I'm going to take this piece, this piece right here, and glue it right here. That way I have a straight look. Hola, Avelina. I haven't seen you in a while. Make sure you guys are in the group to not miss my notifications. Comment !group and join it for free. All right. There it is. You're not planting, Christine. You gotta go plant some, Christine. Ms. Mary Martin says that you like roses. What type of roses? Like, do you like those big roses, or like do you like those little small, little bushy, like those bush roses, like the rose bushes, I should say, the little baby ones that are like all crazy, or do you like that firm rose, Ms. Mary? And what color is your favorite? All right, we're gonna see that. We're gonna cut that piece right in the middle. Right in the middle. See, it's like we're putting together a puzzle. So we're putting together a puzzle when we put this. Okay? We gotta make sure that this cross is all aligned as best as we can. As best as we can. Remember, we're trying to give it that natural look. Hola, Flora. You like those big roses? Me too. They're $10 at Walmart. They're $10. I didn't want to buy anything just yet because I don't know what kind of, flowers Jason also wants to get. See how this is working perfect? See how it's trying, I don't know what kind of flowers he wants to get. I don't want to overstep and get like a whole bunch of like red ones. And he's like, what if I wanted this one? So I'm like, you know what? We'll just go together and get it. Pretty prayer roses. Yes, that's what they're called, Karen. Those prayer roses, those big ones, right? I know exactly which ones you're talking about. Miss Janet with his 20 stars. I know which ones you're talking about. I was going to grab those. I was going to grab a red one, obviously. That's my mom's favorite color. I was going to grab like a lavender, like a very peach, like a very, very soft pink. Very soft pink. They're $10. They're $10. Hola, Irene. How are you? Hola. They're $10 at Walmart. $10, like $9.96, you know? $9.96. But I want to go get that. I want to go get those roses. Oh look, see my little scraps from the other projects are they're all working. See that? It's like putting a puzzle together. It's like putting a puzzle together. Right. The good thing is that we don't have to go all around it. So that's what I was that's what I want to get. I want to get myself roses. That's what I want to get. You know? But I mean, we still got a lot of work on the yard. So that'll be long before I plant things. I have hyacinths. Hyacinths. I have hyacinths, calla lilies, daffodils, rose of Sharon, tulips, and morning glories. I gotta go look for my little morning glory envelope that I need to. Miss Patricia, hola, hola. I need to go look for my morning glory little envelope with the seeds. I don't know where I left it, so that I can plant them. So, but we still got a lot of work to do before we even go and do it. They're all beautiful, Miss Karen. You know, we're all beautiful. Get heirloom roses. Which ones are the heirloom roses? Miss Vale. Let's cut this little piece right here. We're going to just eyeball this. I'm going to eyeball it. Oh, almost there. Miss Patricia, what's your favorite flower? Miss Patricia, tell me, what's y'all's favorite flower? Why y'all being all shy? Like y'all don't know me. Why y'all acting all brand new like you guys don't know me? What's your favorite flower to plant? I know I really do gotta go look for those morning glories. They're in a little envelope that I need to, that Sylvia gave to me. I don't know where I left them. And I got to go look for it. That way I'll have it. That way I'll have it ready. You know roses like bananas. You know roses like, do they really, Miss Karen? So you just like mush a banana and put it in there, or how do you do it? Banana pudding? Or like, do you just like cut them in there, put it in the soil? See that? We're leaving the back as it is because this is going to be just glued just like that into the platter. I'm going to do this. Cut these. Let's see. You're going to try to get them as close as you can, so that way when it's time to twine here, you don't use a lot of twine, you know? Do this right here. Let's see if we cut it right. David Austin, roses are beautiful. Full bloom roses. Love roses and daisies. Yay! I have yet to plant daisies. That's something that we never. Aren't those like seasonal though? Like they're done. Look, see that fits perfectly. Aren't those like seasonal, the daisies? They're not seasonal, are they? I see them during the fall season too. I like daisy and roses, Miss Lewis. Everybody likes roses. Everybody likes roses. Alright, so we got these done. This one's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be an awesome piece. You know, this is our last Easter / spring option, right? This is the last one. That's it. No more. I love roses. So does the deers. Your deers like the roses? I bet they do. Put this one right here. Yeah, this Sunday is the last Easter spring auction. That's it. And then we're gonna get more into those beautiful romantic Mother's Day arrangements. Just put them whole on top around the base of the rose. Really? Huh. That's interesting. I tried roses once, but just too much care needed. I didn't have the time. That's too much. I like daisies and roses, sunflowers, and cactus. Me too, Nora. I want to have a little cactus, little garden. I do. I want to have a little cactus garden. Let's see, I'm going to put this one here. I really do. I want to have it because, that reminds me of Mexico. The cactuses. That's why I want a cactus. My favorite flower in the house are orchids. You like orchids? Those are very delicate. Exquisite. Very exquisite flowers. I have David Austin's and Thrift Roses. I have to go look at those. I don't know what kind of roses those are. I only know one rose. I only know one rose. And those huge roses up there. That's the only roses I know. All right, so look. See that? Perfect. Now I gotta work on these real quick. Work on these. See, these are not gonna work. These are a little bit too short. This one will work. So what I gotta do, I gotta cut this one just a hair. And then we're going to measure this one right here and cut it. My favorite is the hibiscus, says Miss Christine. The sunflower. I know a lot of you in here love sunflowers and roses and all these pretty flowers. I know you guys. My ex kept mowing over mine, almost all the flowers, but the plants he picked lut. I have around 13. I grind up my banana peels and sprinkle around the base of the roses. I love fuses. Which ones are those, Irene? All right, oh man, you done just messed that one up. Which ones are those? There's a lot of plants that I don't know. Also, roses don't like a lot of wet on the leaves. Don't like a lot of wet on the leaves. Let's see. I can't wait till we plant the roses. I really can't. It's gonna look really pretty, but it is going to be a lot of work. A lot of work. Because I don't like to garden, but I have to. Well, hello there, Susan. Hola. I did get some American beauties to grow and bloom for a while, though. That's Lolita. I put hot glue in here. I'm going to take that off really quick. I'll take this hot glue off. A minute. And take it off. When you put hot glue over a piece of wood, it won't take the stain as well. Well, hello there, Jerry Saunders. Hola, hola. Haven't seen you in a while. How art thou doing, Jerry? All right. How art thou doing? That one's done. And then these can be right here. Right here. Perfect. My mom loved African violets. African violets. I've never heard of that plant either, Miss Patricia. My mom loved the roses. That's why I like roses. She liked the roses. And her name was Rosa. Almost done. We're going to put just one more over here. Just to finish this off. Like I said, we're not really going to cover the entire piece. Only the front. You wanted to see me do this, Susan? There you go. There you go, Susan. Today was your lucky day. I saw you made one, Susan. You made one, didn't you? You made a cross. Or was that Ms. Lewis Hawkins? Ms. Lewis. No, it was you. It was you, Susan. You made a cross. All right. Here we go. This is not taking me a long time. I thought it was going to take me longer than this. See that? We had enormous bleeding heart. Oh, you guys wanted me to check. I've seen those flowers. I know how they look like now. I know how they look like. I'm going to put these. We don't need these anymore. We don't need those. These are a little bit smaller. I know it was you. I thought of a makeover madness for your new makeover madness. Makeover madness. You winged it, Susan. That's how I winged it too, Susan, the very first time. I knew how I wanted it to look. But, when I first created mine with the big ones, with like the big popsicle stick, like those big ones, I was doing mine like around 2 in the morning. But that's when I was using the big wire cross form from the Dollar Tree. I was doing that around 2 in the morning. I was watching TV that night. And I remember I had bought those wire cross forms. And I just didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. It's just putting ribbons on it. And I was like, what can I do to make my cross look beautiful? I have no idea how in the world I thought about popsicle sticks. And I was like, wait a minute. And I had some popsicle sticks. And I started gluing 1 and 2. And I was like, oh my God. This would look so cool once you cover the entire form. And then that's how that big old wooden cross came about. And then these right here were just easy. But it was one of those projects that just happened. It just happens, They're never planned. Sometimes the unplanned projects are the best. I made some crosses. I saw some crosses on there. It makes me really happy when you guys actually do make the projects. When you guys attempt them. It makes me very happy because I'm like, okay, first of all, the explanations were awesome. And people did like the project, and they're doing it. Are we using solar lights? We do have to add solar lights. I believe we already have the solar light, but Jason wanted to make sure that the yard just looked perfect. It was like once it's done, and then the solar lights would be like the last thing. But I do believe he already has solar lights that he had already ordered. We just hadn't put them on. Not the ones that we had in the front, but it was some other ones that he had ordered. But yes, we do want to put solar lights in it for sure. It just makes it look more, more cozy, more cozy. All right. If I make anything, you wouldn't be happy. Yeah. Why wouldn't I be happy? You gotta try it. Jackie makes a lot of my stuff. Where is Jackie? She's being very quiet. What did you guys do to her? She makes a lot of my stuff. Linda makes a lot of my stuff. So makes me think that, that makes me feel that, it makes me feel good because, I think to myself, all right, the explanation was good. I explained it very well. And people really did like it enough that they're going to go try it, Look at that. See? And you got these little corners right here. You have these little pieces, to be honest. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut some of these. And what I'm going to do, well, you could really just take little pieces. And I would just glue them to here. Just to cover that hole and then go back with the twine. That would be like my little quick fix to cover those little uneven little gaps. That's what I would do. Like this one, I gotta trim this one really quick. See how like it just covers that? It just covers that hole. Obviously when you put the twine, then it'll look better. It'll look just better. Some people are just not crafty. Like, you gotta at least try one. You gotta at least try one. Pick an easy one. Pick an easy one. Renee made some, yeah, she did. Where is Renee? Renee did make some vases with those glass cups. I did see that. See that? Just cover that. I did see she made that. Yes, she did. These glue webs are everywhere. I did see that she made that. I'm going to use this other one right here. And then we're going to cut this one in half again. And then, yeah, it's going to be perfect for it. Because I really don't need those big gaps. I don't need them. I'll cut this one a little bit smaller. All these glue webs everywhere. Don't me? All right, and then that should be it. Oh, we gotta cover these. We gotta cover these 1, 2. We need 4 more. You gotta cut 4 more of these. I don't really like how that looks. We have to add another one. Do this. We'll use that twine in just a minute to cut that piece. And then I don't have anything to stain it here with. I don't have any little rags to stain it, but that's okay. I sense one cat passed, the other one won't let me do anything. Always in my way. Crafting. Oh, your cats? Hola, Miss Vicky. How are you? Talking about your cats, Lolita? Jason wanted me to he wanted to get me a cat. And I said, no cats, Jay. Because then the animals are going to get sick. And then it's going to just be a nightmare, trying to handle animals and do this and do that. I'm like, no, but thank you, but no. I declined that offer. I declined that offer of a cat. I like the birds are more than enough for me. All right, here we go. I did say no to a cat. I would have loved the cat, but they just, you all know it takes a lot of time for the animals, right? You all know that. I'm gonna do that. And then I put that one over here. Oh, we gotta cut a little piece off of this one. You don't need a cat. I know we don't need the cat hair either. The birds are there. The birds are in their room, Miss Karen. They're in their room. They have their own little room. No, they're just in there for now. Once that becomes a guest room, they are out of that room. They're out of the room. I don't know where I will put them after that, but they'll be out of the room. Time, patience, and money. Exactly. The birds are quiet. No, they're actually very talkative, Susan. Hear them? All right, so look, Susan, this is a different version of it. Like if you don't, you know, this one's gonna be glued to the back. It's gonna be glued to a round plate. So do you see how I didn't do the back? So it's gonna save you time and it's gonna save you some of these. So I pretty much just did the front. See that? And then the back I left it as is. See that? All right, so we're gonna just do that. So that's another little way for you to save time. I want a dog, but I can hardly take care of myself. Just there you go. I can't take care of myself, and I don't need a dog. My great-grandson wanted me to play outside, so I did. Jackie was outside playing. You must have good weather, Jackie. All right. Here we go. Do this right here. And then that's it. So this is like, I guess, like a second version of it if you don't want to do the back of it. You see that? So all you gotta do is just put the little wood blocks and put it on a canvas or whatever it is instead of going all around it like we normally do. And then we're pretty much almost done with this. Pretty much almost done with it. And do that. I honestly thought this was going to take me a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Perfect. There you go. See that? I have a spoiled older dog. He's smart and he's bilingual. Hola. This is what we're gonna do with it. Remember how I told you that those little pieces of wood would help us? That's what I meant. Just glue these right here. We'll put the stain afterwards. Stain's really easy to put. Now I'm not gonna go all around it. Since we're gonna be gluing the back, it'll be a little bit. You don't have to spend a lot of twine around it. So you just put a little bit here. You cut a little piece and then just bring it in to the back. See that? I would love another dog, but they take so much time. Oh. That's why I didn't get a dog, because you guys always, you guys get attached to your pet, and then when they're gone, it's hard. I mean, I cried when one of my birds died. I did cry. It's never, and it was a bird, but it was my bird, so that's why I said no to the cat. I'm like, can you imagine a cat? I'd be depressed. Elizabeth, hola, how are you? So we're gonna just continue with the twining here. This is where those twining sessions with Miss Janet come in handy. These twining sessions come in handy. Anybody want to buy one of Miss Janet's crafts? She's like, I have so many, I don't know what to do with them. I was like, post them on the market, you know, like the Facebook market, whatever they're called. You should post them there and sell your items in there. She's like, no one's gonna want my projects. And I was like, here, let me ask my friends, see if anybody would be interested in your projects. She does a really good job. She didn't want to post them on the market like other people do. I was like, let me ask, see if anybody is interested. I'm gonna make her bring me one on Saturday, and we're gonna try it to see if any of you are interested in it. Well, hello there, Nancy Judge Brown. Hola, you made me think of Judge Judy, Miss Nancy. You made me think of Judge Judy when I saw Judge. How are you, Miss Nancy? I have my grandson's birthday tomorrow. His name is Alex. He's gonna be 12 years old. My middle name is Alejandro, which it translates in English to Alex. Miss Janet's like, what are you doing? I didn't tell Miss Janet. I didn't tell her that I was gonna ask you guys if you guys wanted to see one of her projects, and then we can do it on Saturday. I'll make her give me one. And be like, let me see one of your projects, and then we can auction it, see if anybody is interested in it. She does pretty cool items. Way different than what I do. Completely different. I didn't tell her. She's probably like, what are you doing? Oh man, she did not know I was gonna ask you. I was gonna tell you that. She did not know. She's gonna call me right after this. She's like, no one's gonna want my projects. Miss Pam, thank you for those stars. Thank you, Miss Pam. Miss Brenda, Nora, Tommy. Where's my whistle right here? Thank you, Miss Beverly. First, Miss Janet did not know that. She didn't know that I was gonna tell you. I kind of just thought about this right now. I really just thought about this right now. Alex, something. Auction them off. I'm sure they will sell out. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her. I'm like, give me one of your projects. And I'm like, you would be surprised. You know, a lot of people like different things. You know, they don't just want, Manny's projects. You never know. You could just unleash a brand new talent. You think we should do it, Anton? Is that, Miss Pat, you think we should do it? I think we should. We could do it. We could do it. Miss Pam, you're so sweet. Thank you for those stars, Miss Pam. I think we should do it. Yeah, she does a lot of different projects, way than I do. They're different. She likes to do what's that word? Like makeover, makeover. She'll grab a piece, whatever it is that she likes, and then she'll make over it. She actually has this cool piece that she hasn't started doing. It's a really nice piece. It's like a tree that has flowers on it, I believe. And it's really nice. It's a really nice piece. This is that Susan. Do it. Right, Susan? You guys think we should do one of Miss Janet's projects on Saturday? What do you guys think? Should we do it or not? Do it for her, dice Nora. Nora's like, do it. I'm gonna tell her. Give me one project that you think it's one of your favorite ones. That you're like, this one's a winner, maybe. And they'll be like, okay, we'll just bring it over. It'd be really nice. One piece that I like that she has in there, it's a pink pig. It's a pink pig. It's like a very light pink pig, and it has gold wings on it. I was there with her when that was a long time ago. That was during the pandemic. I believe. She was painting that pig, and it had gold wings on it. That one's there. That's one of my favorite ones. The pink pig. Sure, dice Amanda, the pink pig is my favorite one with the gold wings. Hola, Ana. Where were you, Ana? Where were you? You missed the whole entire cross process. Ow. The entire cross process, Ana. You should do it. I know, right? You should do it, Miss Janet. You should do it. And you see what I'm doing? I'm just cutting these in pieces. And then I'm just covering it. So I'm saving twine by just wrapping it back and forth, you know? But we're still we're covering all this right here. Just hopped on. I'm going to try to watch the live. My internet isn't cooperating. I did see that, Miss Emily. I believe you commented that a couple of days ago. You said my internet's not working. I was like, oh, join the club, Miss Emily. I was having some internet problems 2 days ago, but it's because we had like those windstorms here. Thank you for those stars, Lolita. Was that Miss Pam or Miss Janet? Thank you so much for those stars. We were having some issues with internet, till I called my Verizon. I said, hey, listen here. Manny's got a business to run here, and the internet is not cooperating with me. My mouth is moving, and my hands are doing a whole bunch of different things, so we need to get this done pronto. That's what I said. No, I didn't say all that. I just said that, I'm like, can you please check my internet because it is not working, and apparently it's one of the best connections that you guys have. So if you could please check that for me, because I do live videos, and everybody's waiting on me, and it's a little bit irritating when I'm doing something else and my mouth is doing a completely different thing, So they fixed that. All I needed to do was just turn off my thing, my router, and it was done. And I was like, well, thank you. Because when you connect your internet, they always tell you, don't touch that, don't touch that. And I never touched it. And problem solved. We have good connection, right? Anna says, Annie, stars party completed. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. All right. So, but yeah, you may want to call your internet provider. You'd be surprised they'll help you right away. They will. We're almost done with this, everybody. And then this needs to be stained. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. And I gotta make some little flowers. Did you all know that lady, Yolanda Saldivar, she's supposed to be out on parole? Y'all know who Yolanda Saldivar is, right? The lady that took away Selena. Y'all know that, right? Y'all saw the movie Selena, right? She's supposed to be out on parole this month, and they're supposed to her name is all over the internet right now, all over the news. And they're going to decide on the 30th of March, see if they're going to let her out. Can y'all believe that? Can you all believe that? So, that's what everybody's talking about on the internet. How many birds? We have 2 birds, Elizabeth. We used to have more birds, but then they slowly started, passing. So this last time, one passed, so I had to go get another one, and then we gave one to Miss Janet. So we only have 2 now. Selena's family wants her out. That I missed, Susan. But yeah, that's 30 years ago. I was still a little kid. I was still in Mexico. I was still in Mexico when that happened. I was in the 2nd grade, I think, because That was in 95. We came here in 96. Might have been in 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade because when I came here, I went straight into 4th grade. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade. That's sad to think she gets... I know, right, Miss? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Jason's like, well, she did her time. I'm like, oh, yeah, but she shouldn't have been there. She wouldn't have been there in the first place if she wouldn't have done what she did, you know, and we wouldn't be talking about, you know, this, you know. But I think she should have stayed. But who am I? I'm just Manny. Probably you were, I was probably like 7 years old, Anna. Maybe 7.5, I believe. All right, so look, do you see how we didn't use a lot of material this time? We didn't use a lot of twine because usually we sit there and just twine it back to back. And then today we just used the front side of the cross. Here, let's might as well just put those little blocks in here since we have the hot glue on right now. The hot glue gun right now. Hot glue gun on right now. I put that one right, the little blocks real quick. Oh, I don't have no more blocks. Oh no. I need more little wood blocks. Little wood blocks right here. See that? I also don't think the Mendez boys should get out. Who are those, Jackie? The Mendez boys. The Mendez boys. Who's that? All right. We're going to put these to the back of our cross, which is what's going to help us raise it up when we place it into our tray. That's what we're doing. Who are the Mendez boys, Jackie? Mendez boys. I don't know who they are. Do you think they will? That one's gonna be there, and then the other one's gonna sit right here. Y'all just watched me make a cross live. How fun! Out of paper rolls. Out of paper rolls. Their parents. Oh no! Wow. Wow. Did that. Wow. Gotta be brave to do that. I wouldn't even think of laying a hand on my parents. Why would people do that? I think people are messed up in the head when they do stuff like that. Claim self-defense. This is Susan. Did they really? They kill... I did not know that. Wow, I'm going to have to go Google that up and see what that is all about. When was this? All right, here we go. We finished the cross. All I got to do to this is... I don't have anything to stain here with. That's why I'm not going to stain it. I don't have anything. I guess we can use this. We can use this little bit of paper towels. Might as well. We're already in it, aren't we? We're already in it. We're already in it. We're gonna use this thing. This is the oak, and I have some water here. Oh, we can wet these real quick. Quite years ago, I put some water in here and make our own little baby wipes. And then I do this. This is almost done already. Excuse me. Who makes a wooden cross out of paper rolls? Manny does. I guess you can say today you watched me make a cross from beginning to end. Oh, this is the color that I use for that for the original big cross. The one that Miss Sharon has. Yeah, this is the one. What's the color? I like this color. Oak. It's a beautiful color. Thank you, Susan. It's a beautiful color, oak. Now, this is the type of video that we can upload into the YouTube. Because you know how they're going to start, they're going to start deleting our videos, right? So I think this is one of these projects. 1989. I was 2 years old. I was 2 years old. Wow. That's brave for people to do that, though. I mean, you know, here we are, everybody, you know, feeling bad that we don't have our parents with us anymore. And then there's other people out there that are just doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Miss Rosemary, buenas tardes. Hola, hola, Rosemary. Do you speak Spanish, Rosemary? Rosemary, what's your favorite flower? What's your favorite flower? I'm not sure if you're going to come down tonight or not. Okay, well, let Jason know. That way he's not over here. Like, where's my mom? Miss Janet was supposed to come out today. I guess just to hang out. But I guess she's not coming now. You were born in 91. I was born in 87, 88, 89. So I was 2 years old. I was born in 87. All right. I know, Susan. It's looking good, isn't it? Are you guys liking this project? I'm telling you, this one has to be one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite projects to do. Because, I mean, you saw how we started this. You saw how we started this out of nothing, you know? And we turned it into something. And then the bag just has to be painted dark brown. But because it's going to have, it's going to have lights behind it, I think I may just actually have to paint it like yellow or white. I often wonder well, I know, right, Miss Karen? I know. I have to wonder, I wonder that a lot too. It's like, what are people thinking when they do these terrible things? It's like, you must not be in your right mind for you to even want to do that, you know? And actually go through it. That's just crazy. Like, I used to watch these shows, what were they called, like 24 hours or 48 hours, you know, those TV shows where like people go in there and try to solve the mystery like in 48 hours. And then they have to gather like all these clues, and then like sometimes like one little mistake that the person that does it, one of their little mistakes, that's how they find out. You know, like with a piece of gum, you know, that's crazy. You have to just be something, Linda. You just have to, because for you to even do that. But I like to watch those shows. I believe they're called 48 hours, because people find out with like a piece of gum. They're eating a lollipop and they just throw it out before they even go and do what they're doing. And that's how they get found out, which it's mind-blowing to me. It's like, you gotta be very, very like into what you're doing for you to catch those little details, you know, like little mistakes. And that's usually what solves the problem, you know. There's ignore. Is that what it was? I always talk about the Mendy's boys. I don't know why I thought you guys were talking about not the Backstreet Boys, the Hanson brothers. Where they used to sing, right? I thought you guys were talking about that. I love to watch the show also and try to solve. You sit there and try to figure it out, and me too. Me too. I'm like, I wonder who did it. And then sometimes it's like the person that you least expected. And I'm like, what? And then Jason goes and tells me, stop watching those TV shows, you're gonna have nightmares. I'm like, Jason, it's like so interesting. Like that you cannot get away with it. You just can't. It's like you're gonna find out. You know, you're gonna forget something, and they're gonna get you. I sit there and watch it. Sure. Well, there we go. Now y'all can tell. Yeah, now you all can go tell your friends that we did a cross using these items. Oh, I may even paint this white, this back piece white, because you know how I like to put my lights right behind it, and when you put lights behind something, when you put lights against a dark surface, it won't reflect. The light won't reflect. But if you put the lights behind either white or yellow, it will give you a nice glow. You guys did not know that. Now you know. All right, perfect. Now you got me thinking about that show now. The 48 hours. Here we go. There you have it. I mean, you can make your vase as well. Like I've taught you how to make vases. But for this project, this is what we need. So we're going to do that round platter from last week. But it's going to be more of... the color is like a lighter pink on the tray. And then the inside will be a little bit purple. But we'll figure that out later. But look. How cool that looks. And that's how it all started, with a paper rolls. And then you turn into something nice. People would never know. If you show it to them like this, they would just think it's a cross that you got somewhere. But look, we made it together. Another thing I think, one of them in prison. What is wrong with the girl, says Jackie. Thank you, Miss Karen. I listened to True Crime last night when I can. Me too. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure that you share this live video if you watch the replay. We created pretty much a beautiful cross, wooden cross, and we just used a napkin holder, a napkin paper roll, and some toilet paper rolls. And then we covered it with craft sticks, and here we go. Beautiful piece. All right, I gotta get to work and work on the second part of the project, and then we can put that together tonight, okay? So thank you, Jackie. Thank you, everybody. Make sure that you guys are on the group. Comment exclamation point group. Get the link and join it. I will send you a message, so make sure you guys are waiting for my message later on, and we'll put this together. All right, so thank you for joining me. I like Unsolved Mysteries too, Miss Karen. Thank you, Miss Kathleen. Thank you, Lolita, and thank you, Susan. I'll let you guys go for now, and I'll be back in a little bit, okay? So, as always, ciao, ciao.